All right. Hi there. This is KC from GottaLiveOne. Hope you're having a great day. Today, we are taking you through setting up a stunning new website in just 20 minutes. And I mean from front to back. 20 minutes. So let's take you through it. What are we going to do today? First, what's on tap? Well, we're going to talk about who we are so that you know who the heck you're listening to here. We are GottaLiveOne. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Then I'm going to take you through the 5 steps that you're going to need to take to set up a new site for your business or for pleasure, I guess, as well. Then the 20-minute challenge. Can we do this in 20 minutes from front to back? That's what we're going to attempt to do. And then I am going to be making you an insane offer from GottaLiveOne. So that'll be at the end. So make sure you stick around for that. You know, we're all experts here. We're experts at marketing. You might be an attorney or an accountant or a doctor or possibly a handyman, or you're in the construction or HVAC business. But we're all experts at what we do. We're experts at marketing. So know that we've done this many, many times over for a long period of time. Manage big goals, big marketing budgets. Here at GottaLiveOne, we provide services all around building and maintaining websites, search engine optimization, in other words, finding you on Google and Yahoo and so forth, video marketing, and more. So if you're interested in any of our services, check out our website, GottaLiveOne.com. All right, so let's jump in here. 5 steps to a new website so you can grow your business. Here are the 5 steps, and I'm going to actually take you through them on the web. So the first step is picking a domain. That's the name of your website. The URL, as we call it, or domain name. So as an example, Yahoo's domain name is www.yahoo.com. So we're going to pick a domain. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to pick a hosting company. A hosting company is someone that actually hosts your website on their servers. So keep in mind, just because you own a website address or a domain doesn't mean that your website is actually live and available for people to look at. In order for people to look at it, it needs to be hosted somewhere. So we're going to choose a hosting company, and then we're going to get your hosting set up. Then we are going to install WordPress on your website. WordPress is a place or a service for you to go to make changes to the design of your website. So we're going to design the website on what we call the WordPress platform. And then you'll always be able to go into WordPress and make changes to your website. Once we set up WordPress, we are going to then select a theme for your website, and that theme is really just the theme design, what it's going to look like, how it's going to be laid out. And there's lots of different themes to choose from, so we're going to select a theme. And then after that, we're going to set up the website. We're going to set up the pages, set up the navigation so you can go from page to page. Set up the design, etc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Let's get going. So, can we get these 5 steps done in 20 minutes? We're about to try. Let's click and jump to the web. Here we go. By the way, this is our website, so if you do have a moment and you'd like to check out our website, go to GottaLiveOne.com. But the first step we're going to take here is buying a domain name. This is our domain name, GottaLiveOne.com. We're going to buy one for your business. So notice that at the bottom of below the video, we've got an outline of what we're doing today, and there are some links there. I'm going to take you to a few different websites where we're going to need to purchase products, and so I've put links at the bottom there for each of these websites that I'm going to take you to. And these are all different products that we use ourselves and that we highly recommend. And so one of the things you'll notice about those links is that those are links that if you click and end up purchasing something, we get credit for that. And we would really appreciate it if you decided to use any of the services that we use here at GottaLiveOne, that you click our link. With that being said, let's go to purchasing a domain. Here we go. We're on GoDaddy.com's website, and we're going to purchase a name for your website. So as an example, let's say you are Mike and you own a construction company and you would like to purchase the website Mike's Construction Company. So let's see if that one's available. So all you're going to do is you're going to type in the name that you would like to have, and let's say .com, and you're going to do a search. Click the Go button here, and let's see if mikesconstructioncompany.com is available. It is available. So you can see here, mikesconstructioncompany.com is available for $12.99. Owning a domain is not expensive at all, as you can see here. I want to purchase this domain. So I'm going to do that. Now let's say that it wasn't available. Down below here, GoDaddy actually gives you other websites that are available. If you decide to buy another website that's not a .com, really would only suggest maybe a .net or a .org. Try to get a .com if you can, though. So if it's not available, then do some more searches and see if you can't find yourself a .com. So, okay, let's go to the next step. So in this case, we would click Add, and we're simply going to add that to the cart. We're going to buy this domain. Now there's other options here that you can select or purchase if you want to. As an example here, privacy protection. You can see that's going to hide your personal information from public view. I would suggest getting that. It keeps you from getting any spam. It's only an extra $5, and these are all 1 year costs. So you would own this domain for 1 year. You would be protected in your privacy for 1 year. Eventually, you'll get a note from GoDaddy that says you need to purchase your domain for another year. You can actually purchase multiple years at a time if you want. But you're going to go through the checkout process. Once we're through that checkout process and you purchase a domain, you own that domain. That's it. Simple as that. Now we're going to go to step 2. Step 2 in the process is choosing a hosting partner. Now here at GottaLiveOne, we use Bluehost. You can actually use GoDaddy if you want, and GoDaddy does provide hosting services. If you want to keep everything with them, you can certainly do that. We like Bluehost for a variety of reasons. So we use Bluehost. So I'm going to actually take you through setting up hosting on Bluehost. Now if you do purchase your domain from somebody other than your hosting company, you will want to transfer your domain to your hosting company. So what I've done here is below I've given you the link to transfer your GoDaddy domain to Bluehost. And you can see it's really simple process here. It's outlined right here. Again, that's if you use a different hosting company than the company you purchased your domain from, which we do. So anyway, you'll follow those instructions. Once you're done with that, you'll create your hosting account. So once again, Bluehost is the hosting company we use. Simply click that link down below if you want to use Bluehost and sign up for an account. I think it's, I don't know, $6 a month or something like that to host your website. And so once you sign up for an account, you'll log into Bluehost, which you can see I'm logged into here. And this is my control panel and all sorts of different buttons here, all sorts of different things you can do. You don't need to worry about all this stuff right now, and there's all sorts of video tutorials on here that if you really want to understand what all these things are, you can. 2 things I'm going to point out. 1, email accounts. You can set up email accounts. So if you're mikesconstructioncompany.com now, you can actually set up an email address, mike@mikesconstructioncompany.com, by clicking that button. We're not going to do that today. I'll set up that video for you on a different day, and you'll be able to see how to set up email accounts. Today what we're going to do is step 3, which is install WordPress onto this domain. So I'm going to do that by clicking this button right here, Website Builder. You can see there's other website builders, but WordPress is the most commonly used one, the one we'd recommend. Now once you click this, this is what happens next. It takes you to this page where you then install WordPress on your domain. So you're going to select your domain right here. And I'm actually not going to install this because it's already installed, but you would click check domain. It'll check your domain to make sure that there's nothing on it. It'll probably tell you there's already a theme on it. Don't worry about that. Just go ahead and install WordPress. When you click the install button, it's going to take a minute or 2 to install. Once it's done, it will give you a website address that you will use to log into your website to start making changes, design changes. So you're going to want to document the URL and your login information, your username and password, so that you can then log in to start designing your website. So that's what we're going to do next. Again, I'm not going to install WordPress here, but let's pretend that I did. Now, once I log into WordPress, my next step, which is step 4 on the list, this is what the dashboard looks like. So you can see here, there's a list of buttons over on the left. These are all the different functions. And then I'm actually on the pages function right now, which is a list of different pages on the website. And what we're going to do first, actually, is we are going to set up the home page. So again, there's plenty of tutorials out there on how to navigate through WordPress. It's really not very difficult. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to set up a page. Now, in order to do that, we're going to want to select a theme. Let me take you to this button, Appearance Themes. Now, themes are really just the design of your website. So WordPress has a whole bunch of themes built into it. And I'm going to take you to some of those themes now by click the Install Themes. You can see here, if I do a search, and I can filter down if I want to, these are all the themes that are available from WordPress, really not from WordPress, from other companies, but they're available as WordPress themes. And really, very simply, you can add a theme to your website, and this becomes your design of your website. So let's say, for instance, I liked this theme right here. I just like the way this looks right here. What I would do is I would click that theme, then click the Install button right here. I'm getting a better look at it right now. And this actually gives you a chance to kind of look through some of the different pages. But if I wanted to install this theme, I would simply click Install, which again I'm not going to do right now. Or let's say I wanted this theme. Click here, and I would click Install right here. Okay. Once I install it, the next page is going to ask you if you'd like to activate that theme. You can install a theme without actually activating it, meaning it's ready to be set up, but it's not set up yet. Once you click the Activate, all the pages of your website are going to change to that theme. So once you click Activate, you will then start setting up your home page. So let's do that now. Now we have a theme called Optimize Press. There's a couple themes out there that we're very familiar with. One is Optimize Press, which I'm going to show you a lot as we go through setting up the home page. But another one that you might want to consider, and these links are again down below. This is a great website for themes, very inexpensive themes. And what I love about this website, Offline Business Themes, is that it already has pre-programmed themes for different kinds of businesses. So as you look down the list here, window cleaner, trucking, paving, dog care, flooring, mortgage companies. I know they have real estate. They've got attorneys, doctors, plastic surgeons, construction companies. HVAC is on the list. They've got tons and tons of themes. And the bottom line is when you click one of these, let's do DUI attorney for a moment, you'll see here this is a theme that is designed for a DUI attorney. And it's only $9. So you would download this theme and install it on WordPress. And as an example, if I click this, see what this looks like. It's already designed and ready to go. There's not a whole lot of customization that you can do or need to do when you purchase a theme from this website. And you can see here what it looks like. It's ready to go basically. So if you don't want to do a lot of work, I would suggest going here and buying a theme for, I think they're anywhere from $5 to $9 and being done with it. If you want some more customization, and that's what we would prefer, here at GottaLiveOne, then we actually use Optimize Press. So I'm going to take you through setting up a home page for Optimize Press. So once you set up a theme, you'll access your theme functions typically, especially if you purchase a theme, by clicking the button of the theme name. So here you can see Optimize Press. I'm going to go to the page builder. I'm going to build my home page right now. Now keep in mind a couple things. When you start building your website, you're going to think in terms of your home page and all your other pages. So we're going to start by designing a home page. 20-minute website. That's the name of this page. So I'm going to start by setting up my home page. So here with Optimize Press, there's all sorts of different templates that we can select from. I'm going to select this one, but you can see there's a bunch of them here. These are just different designs for your home page. I'm going to select this one, and then I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I'm going to proceed to the next step. Now your theme setup, or your home page setup, may be slightly different if you purchase a different theme, but they pretty much work the same. Alright, so now we are on to designing the home page. Now as you can see here, this page is pretty well designed already. Obviously we can make plenty of changes to it. I'm just going to go through a couple of the basic changes that you'll want to make when you're setting this up. The first is you're going to want obviously to change your logo. If you would prefer not to set up your logo, you can also just put the name of your company there. So if it's Mike's Construction Company, you can just type Mike's Construction Company up there, or you can put your logo. If you don't have a logo and you want a logo, we do have logo design services, so you can reach out to us anytime you like, just by going to our website and contacting us that way. But we're going to want to change the menu to set up all the different pages of our website, and then we may want to change content. So as an example right here, maybe we want to change this. Now in Optimize Press, all you do is click this little button and it pulls up the content, and you can make a change to the content by just changing these words here and then saving it. So as an example, simplify your site building now. And I'm going to save that. Then you'll see that this is going to change, and it's going to now have the word now there. Now here I've got a video. Obviously in your main area of your home page, you really want this to look really nice. So you may have what we have here is called a call to action. You've got some basic content. You've got a call to action, meaning I am calling out to you, the visitor, to take action. In this case, I'm asking you to start now. Or let's say that you own a construction company and you want someone to call you, or you may want to provide a free quote. You might put get a free quote here and put email address along with a message so they can type in a message to you and get a free quote. Or if you want them to call you, call us today with your phone number. That's a call to action. You're going to want a call to action right here. Or you might say check out our services, and they click that and it goes to your services page. Here you might want a video, or you might want an image, a picture. Let's say that we decide we want to put a picture there instead, maybe a picture of our work, or just a standard picture. Let me go ahead and change that real quick. I'm going to add a picture here, which of course in the website design world we call an image. I'm going to select an image. Now inside here you're going to see that you have a media library, and everybody has a media library in WordPress. That's just a place for all of your images. So I'm going to select an image, and let's just select this one here, and I'm going to insert this into this page. So there it is. I'm going to save it, and what you'll notice right away here is that I just changed the home page. Now I've got an image there, which is really cool. So I'm seeing what I'm making as I'm making it, but if I want to see it really live on the web rather than in this interface, here I'm going to click this View Public Link, and you can see over here this is the actual page itself, what it looks like on the web. Now notice here the video is still there because I haven't saved this yet. So I'm going to save this so I can get this image on the screen. Now it's saved. Now let's refresh, and you'll notice here there's my image. So now I have my home page. My home page has been created. Now I can make changes here, of course, across the bottom here. You might want to have featured products or maybe services, testimonials, about us. You really probably should consider having these be the same as your other pages, because then you can also have them linked to your other pages. So as an example, if you had a pricing page, you might want to say something about your pricing here. If you had an About Us page, you might want to say something about us here as well. But the bottom line is these are areas that you can create content, really good content. Don't put too much information on the home page. The home page is something that you'll want to use to capture someone's attention and then to get them to start taking the next steps with you, whatever those are. Now I'm going to close out this page, the home page, and I'm going to create another page. I'm going to create the About Us page. Now keep in mind, what we want to do is we want to design your home page first. Then you want to design these other pages, the rest of your pages, your sub pages. So your About Us page, your features page, your services page. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set up one of those pages. So I'm going to go back to my page builder here, and I'm going to create 20-minute website about us. I'm going to set up the About Us page now. And I'm going to use the same template. So let's go ahead and use the same template here. I'm going to change it slightly. Since it's not the home page, I'm going to make some slight adjustments to it. And remember, you've got links to all these different tools that we're using down below the video as well. So on your other pages, you don't necessarily want as big a main area as you have on your home page. So this is pretty large here. This takes about half of your screen. You want something smaller. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a new row, and again I'm using Optimize Press. It's going to be one column, so it's just going to stretch all the way across and it's going to have one thing on it. And that thing is going to be a headline. So let's make it, so I just added this area here. Let's make a headline here. And I'm going to call this About Us. So once your visitor is visiting a page, let's say About Us, they click on About Us, you need to remind them where they are. So to do that, we're going to create a headline that says About Us. I'm going to change the font size and make it a little bit bigger. Let's change it to 60. And you know what? We'll change the color to white. Oops. Let's make that white. And I'm going to change the background color. And I want to change that to, let's change it to blue. Let's make it blue for now. So I'm going to change the background color to blue. Now this is slightly different in different themes, but you can typically change the background. So I'm going to change it to blue. I don't think I really necessarily like that blue all that much, but you get the idea. I'm going to delete this area next. Now what I've created is our About Us page. So let's look at it. Save it. And let's look at the About Us page and see what it looks like here. So you can see now, again, probably wouldn't want this blue color necessarily unless it's your brand. You've got this header here that says where we are, and then now you're going to add information down below here. So let's go back in here, and typically what you'll want to do on your sub pages is you'll want to do a 2-column. Sometimes you can do a 3-column where you have something like this, where you have a column on the left, a column on the right, and then the main area in the middle. I would stick to 2-column in most cases, where you have the main information here, and then you've got a column over to the right, or you can do the column over to the left, either way. And I'm going to insert that in. Now what I'm going to do is, you can see here I've built this in. So now what I'm going to do is simply add my text. And this is just your main discussion about, in this case, About Us. So I'm going to write that information about us. Our company has been in business for 25 years. We're the best. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. And I'm going to insert that text in there. Now over here, you're going to add an element. Over on the right, you might want to add, as an example, a navigation. Put a menu there so that the visitor can move around your website very easily. So that's typically called a menu or a navigation. Select a menu just so you can see what it looks like. And now you can see very easily here you've got a list or a menu of options. Now if you're not using Optimize Press, many times themes call these little sections, instead of calling them elements, it's called a widget. So same kind of thing though. So if you see the widget area, it's just like this. You're just basically adding little elements to your page. And I just added a navigation. So now that's there. The navigation is there. I'm going to save this page and close it out. So now we've got our About Us page. You can see that's done. There it is. You can see I added the navigation. Here's the content. Let's go back here, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the other pages. Let's say that I'm very happy with how this About Us page looks. Now what you're going to want to do is really use the same design from the About Us page for all the other ones. So you can see here I've got my 20-minute, and let's just do that search real quick. We'll pull up all of our 20-minute pages. You can see those are right here. Here's the About Us page. I'm going to clone it, make a copy of it. So I click clone, and now I'm going to create the services page. So we'll save that. And let's go back to our pages. Now we've got a services page. You can see here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create the menu. And remember, here is the menu or the navigation. So we want to change this to match our website now, and you can see it's also here. So what I'm going to do is, let's change this. In order to add pages to a menu, they have to be live pages. So I'm going to make these pages live pages. Right now they're just drafts. So you can see here, I'm going to do what we call a quick edit on this page. Right now it's just a draft. That means it's not live yet. So you can set up a draft and it's not live yet. So you can set it up, play around with it, get it to where it looks pretty, and then you can change it by clicking the quick edit button and publishing it. Now it's live. So I've just made all 3 of these pages live. So these are real live pages on the web. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Appearance button and click the menus right here. So let's do that. And I'm going to create a menu. So let's create a new menu here. And I'm going to call this menu the 20-minute website. And I'm going to click Create Menu. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my pages to my menu. And once I add the pages to the menu, and remember this is the menu, then I can go in and change it so that my new website has those pages. So here are the pages I just created. You can see Services and About Us. Okay, I'm going to click both of those and I'm going to add those to the menu. And you'll see they'll pop up right here. Here they are. Now, this is actually what's going to show up right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this by clicking the drop down, and I'm just going to call this Services. And I'm going to call this About Us. See there? And then I'm going to save this menu. And now I have a menu. 20-minute website, 2 pages. Of course you can add as many pages as you want. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to go back to my page, okay, so that I can change my menus on here. So this was the home page, remember. Here I am on the home page. I'm going to go find that home page. Here it is right here. I'm going to go into that home page and I'm going to change my menu. This is the last step in the process. So in order to change the menu on Optimize Press, I'm just going to go into Layout Settings, and you can see Navigation or Menu right there, and I'm going to select my menu. Right here, select Menu for Navigation. There it is, 20-minute website. Save, and let's see what happens. Let's go back here. And in 20 minutes or less, I have built a website. So you can see here's my home page, here are my menus. Here's my menu. If I were to go to, let's say, the About Us page, there it is. There's my About Us page. Now, of course, you're going to want to pretty this thing up, make it look nice, but we just created a website in about 20 minutes. Amazing. And again, remember, all these different tools that we used, there are links at the bottom of this page. So let's jump back into our presentation and finish this up. So what just happened? What did we just do? Well, we took 5 steps to get a website up and running. First, we picked a domain. That's the name of your website, www. www.yahoo.com, www.google.com, www.GottaLiveOne.com. Then we chose our hosting company. In this case, it was Bluehost. There's other companies out there if you don't want to use Bluehost, but if you do, they're a great company to work with. Then we set up our WordPress, which is your content management system. That's the place you go in and change the content and design your website. Then we selected a theme. In the case of GottaLiveOne, we use Optimize Press. There's lots of themes out there. Many are free. Some cost a few dollars. I think Optimize Press is about $99. And then after that, we simply designed our site by setting up a home page, setting up all the other pages, and then creating a menu. And finalized our site by setting up all the navigation and the menus. And that was it. 20 minutes, website built. Now, you've stuck around this long. Let me take you to our insane offer. Our insane offer today. A free 30-second spokesperson video for the next 10 businesses who sign up for our Websites Made Easy service. Our Websites Made Easy service is a service where we actually do all the 5 steps for you. So instead of you going through and picking out your domain name, picking out your hosting company, setting up hosting, setting up WordPress, installing WordPress, setting up your theme, setting up your pages, your home page, your navigation, all that is done by us as a service. And what most people would charge, which is several $1,000s minimum, we do for $99 a month and no money down. That's right, zip down. So you can start with a $99 payment and we will build your site for you. And if you are one of 10 of the next people to contact us at insane@GottaLiveOne.com, we will also throw in for free a $300 professional 30-second spokesperson video. If you're curious about what the spokesperson videos look like, go to our homepage at GottaLiveOne.com. There's a spokesperson video at the top of the homepage. Hey, thanks again for sitting through this training. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was worth your time. And check out our site when you get a chance, GottaLiveOne.com. Have a great day.